everyone. Well, it's been a while since I've been out here. I know that. I've had some health problems going on and stuff that I had to take care of. Actually, have had congenital heart failure, and I spent like before that 5 months not sleeping at night because I wasn't. I actually stopped breathing in the middle of the night. I didn't know what. Didn't know it. I just knew I couldn't sleep. And the reason I wasn't sleeping was because every time I would fall asleep, I would stop breathing, and that would wake me up. So um, then I ended up in the hospital with congenital heart failure. Because weight loss I could get. I mean, I went in there weighing 189 pounds, came out 2 days later weighing 175. That's a lot of liquid I was. Oh my God, I didn't even realize it, but I was swollen from head to toe. I mean, everything on me was swollen. And since then, I've been doing a little bit better. My back has been a lot of problems, but um, that I'm kind of used to because I've always had a bad back. This here on my face is goes clear from my ear all the way down to right here, and that's because I've been trying to help my niece, and I had spent a lot of time with her on the phone. I mean, hours at a time, hours, just trying to give her somebody to vent to, somebody to talk to about negative as well as positive things. Uh, I'm trying to heal it now, so I'm trying not to be on the phone as much as she, as much as we were. So, anyway, something quite amusing happened the other day at the hamburger place, my favorite place that I stopped for my hamburgers. And it had to do with this gentleman that was standing next to me. He wasn't not a bad looking guy, but he wasn't, super Fabio either, okay? Um, but the thing is we were just talking in general. He asked me if I'd been waited on already, and I told him no, I hadn't been waited on, but I was waiting for them to change shifts. So I've just given them the space they needed to do that before they took my order. And so we waited for a little bit longer, and we got to talking, and he mentioned that they lived over in Sonoma County in Roanoke Park, and I told him, I said that I grew up in Santa Rosa and drove cab there for about 10 years, And I was the first woman driver there since World War II, and he was very taken by that, kind of interesting. Um, I told him, I said, now I live up here, and I've lived here for quite a while, and I'm not far from the hamburger place, but that I was an author now, and I showed him the book that I wrote, and he says, "Oh wow, I love this kind of book." And I said, "Well, if you'd like a copy, I think they're a little bit too expensive, but I have 3 copies at home left, and be glad to get you one." And he agreed, so I gave him my card, and he asked me where the bank was, and I told him that it was over by Safeway, the bank that he requested, and said, give me a call, and I'll meet you somewhere, or whatever. Drop by and uh, get you a copy. Anyway, after we talked for a little bit, he had mentioned that his fiance was in the bathroom, and I said, well, I said I don't have that. I don't even date. I'm happily single, and I meant that literally, happily single, and very happily. If I have to repeat that again, I'll say it again. I am happily single. I am not looking. I am not trying. I was not. I am not flirting with anybody. I would not talk to a man any different than I would a woman. Um, and I don't go there either. Okay. Anyway, um, at one point, he turned around and he goes, "Oh, there she is right there." And she had been sitting behind us at a table. I guess she kind of snuck out of the bathroom and walked around all the tables instead of coming up and joining our conversation and saying, "I'm going to go sit over here, honey." She just snuck around the back by the tables and then sat right behind us so she could hear everything that was saying, everything that we were saying. Which was fine with me. I don't give a shit. Um, but I had actually turned around at one point while he was up making his order, and I had made my order already, which he offered to pay for because I wasn't sure if I had the money on my card, and he insisted actually to pay for it because I told him no, but then he insisted, and anyway, I said thank you, and then I stepped back, got my soda, and he was getting his, and he said, "Well, when she gets out of the bathroom, I'll introduce you." And then he looked at, and then she was sitting at the table right behind us, and he says, "Oh, honey, this is so," and she said, "Yeah, I heard everything." It was kind of like, okay, I don't know what you think you heard, but you didn't hear anything that wasn't acceptable. I would never have talked to him any different than I would have talked to her. So if she thought I was picking up on him, then she was wrong. She was definitely wrong. I mean, unless she would accuse me of picking up on her too, because I wouldn't have talked to either one of them in any different way. Um, the thing is I'm tired of being judged that way. Just because I say hello, I'm friendly, or whatever. I mean, I asked a guy one time that was being a little bit rough with a telephone at a store around the corner from me. I was sitting in the car and I was just in a good mood, and I said, "Hey, watch it. The police will, the phone police will come and get you for that." And he walked over to the car and he says, "Oh, really? You think so? How much for you?" And I was, "Excuse me? You couldn't afford me. I don't have a price. Unless you're a publisher down, then we can talk." But other than that, no, this is getting out of control. But anyway, I just want you to know that if I ever speak to you in public, I'm only kidding, I'm only teasing. If I say anything, I'm not flirting with you. I'm not trying to give you my address. My address isn't even on my card, thank God. Um, Whatever, you know. It's really disappointing when you can't even. You know what? He probably had a real rough ride all the way home to Sonoma County where they lived. I live in that county. But he probably really had a bad ride and a bad lunch. And I hope that it gave him a little bit of a taste of what it was going to be like to be married to a woman that had to have such a tight leash around his neck because she was so insecure that she could not even see that all he was doing was talking to another human being. Instead, she had to show her sorry ass and be such a super bitch. And I'm really sorry for her that she doesn't think enough of herself at all, or trust him even a little bit, just to talk to another human being in public. That's too bad. I really feel sorry for him as well as for her. And if they get married, I guarantee you, I don't care one way or the other, but I guarantee you they will not be a happy couple. They'll be a very, very unhappy couple. Because if she's this bad now, before they get married, what on earth do you think she's going to be like afterwards? I know. I got somebody in my neighborhood that is a super bitch too. And she's insecure because I live so close and I'm single. And she's worried more about her husband. Now, I don't know if she has reason to worry about him, but with me, she doesn't. As I said, I'm happily single. I have bought my own house. I'm buying my own car. I don't need anybody. And I certainly don't want anybody telling me what to do, when to do it, that they need something to eat, they need clean clothes, they need, and then lay down with them? No, thank you. I'm not interested. I can barely do that stuff for myself. I don't care. I'm tired of waiting for somebody to give a shit about me. I don't know if I'm making any sense here or not, but I'm just really, really disappointed in both sexes right now. The women, because they're such bitches sometimes, and the men, because that's, if you say you're single, then you are prime realty. I get more guys. Yesterday I had at least 5 or 6 of them on Facebook that said, "Ooh, sweetie, oh, baby, oh, how you doing, darling?" You know, and all this crap when they don't even know me. They don't know what my favorite color is. They have no idea who I am. And yet they're starting with this words of endearment. They've never even heard my voice before. All they've seen is some picture somewhere of me. I do not relate to people in a positive way when they approach me that way. And I have told many of them just that. I am happily single. That's what it means. Happy single. And I'll be damned if I'm going to change that to be dominated by somebody that doesn't matter. I don't know them yet. And I don't want to know them. I'm 66 years old. I am done looking for that guy on that white horse that my dad said was going to come and rescue me for the rest of my life. I'm tired of waiting on the son of a bitch. He's late, he ain't coming. Okay? I got it. I don't even want him anymore. The one man that I fell in love with did not want me. So the hell with all of them. Okay? So if you're friends with me on Facebook, or you find me on Facebook, and you want to be my friend, don't start with this chattering bullshit of how much you love me. I've had enough of it. Anyway, that's not why I made this tape, but this is a real good start. Next time, I'll tell you why and how I got to this point of feeling this way. I don't hate men. I just don't like them too much. Have a good day. And a good night. I'm sick of the negativity. I will not hear it or be a part of it anymore. You guys keep it to yourself. Thank you, and goodbye.